President Cyril Ramaphosa will give an update on the district-based model he implemented last year. It is a unique form of social compacting involving key role players in every district in order to unlock development and economic opportunities. Ramaphosa, as you can see, is meeting with local government officials from around the country in Pretoria this morning. Let's go there now live.
Economic growth as a matter of utmost priority, particularly in the areas where most of you operate, in the metros, in the cities and in the towns, and in the districts where you operate. The presentation of the national budget on Wednesday provided what I would call a sobering reminder of the formidable constraints that we face in implementing our program of action. We are committed to reduce the rate at which public spending grows, steadily reduce our deficit, and direct our constrained resources to areas that have a high social impact and have the largest economic multipliers. Unless we work smarter, all our best laid plans to accelerate service delivery, to grow our economy and create employment on a large scale will amount to naught. Now, many of the challenges we face are our own making and the inevitable outcome of poor planning, fragmented implementation, poor oversight and monitoring, wastage and duplication. Now, the strategic framework for 2019 to 2024 has been finalized, and the process is underway to ensure alignment with provincial growth and development plans. As I said in SONA this year, we have to fix the fundamentals. And we have to do so in a manner that is deliberate, a manner that is focused with regards to both planning and execution. Now, that is why this PCC meeting must be focused and businesslike. We are here to discuss progress that has been made since we met in August, where we collectively discussed the district development model. Now, those of us who met in August were largely our premiers and representatives from SALGA and obviously the members of the executive. Now, today we have mayors from our districts, and Minister Dlamini Zuma will go through the district development model, and those who have had its various elements will be patient, because we do need to put it across again so that as we have our discussions, we are able to discuss what people will have had as well. So there will be presentations made on the various initiatives that we want to embark upon to spur economic growth, on infrastructure as well, on investments, and on service delivery. Our focus on local government is evident in the 426 billion rand from nationally raised funds that will be allocated to local government over the MT. Local government is not just the engine room of service delivery, it is also the site for the most impactful investment. I'm pleased to note that as you laid out your respective growth strategies as premiers in your state of the province's address, you insisted that integrated development should not benefit only the cities and metros, but also the peri-urban areas as well as the rural areas. If we are to make good on our promise that the district development model represents a new, improved way of bringing development to our people, we must continue in this vein. That some provinces have indicated they have begun in earnest with skills audits in your municipalities shows that you have wholesomely embraced the concept. By putting local government and district development at the center, by stepping up collaboration with SALGA, and we are harnessing the power of cooperative governance, which is clearly articulated in our constitution. Economic growth and holistic integrated development go hand in hand, because as our localities flourish and services improve, as infrastructure is upgraded and built, we all know that that is when investment really starts to flow. And that is the way in which we are able to crowd in the private sector as well. And in a way, we need to show the lead. We need to create the environment so that the private sector can then follow and be crowded in. Now, as the famous phrase goes, build it and they will come. And that has proven to be correct over and over again. Since the presentation of the district development model last year, as we all know, 3 pilot studies or sites have been launched, which Minister Dlamini Zuma will speak to. Our ultimate objective is to develop one plan that responds to the needs of the communities in the districts and metros. I'm therefore pleased that our mayors are here with us today to share insights on their own successes and challenges, but also to perhaps put forward some ideas that can enrich this district development model. We plan to continue with the rollout until we have reached all 44 districts and all 8 metros. We have agreed that in this year we will launch 23 districts with all 52 concluded by next year. This is a feasible time frame and we would like to adhere to it. The Deputy President and I will also be visiting those districts that were not visited during the pilot launches. At the Cabinet Lekgotla last year, we received an update on implementation of the 3 pilot sites, and Minister Dlamini Zuma will speak about all that, because we've now entered a wonderful government method of work where we enhance integration, we do away with the silo mentality, and we focus on the areas where our people live that we need to pay closer attention to. Now, the establishment by COCTA of the National Program Coordination Unit and District Hubs is going to happen at the end of March this year. Plans are also underway to source and avail technical and other expertise for shared use by the various pilot sites that we have already had. And that means that we will be able to make progress as we move on. Fixing the fundamentals that we've spoken about means that we should make existing programs work better by injecting new resources or redesign them or realign them instead of coming with something new when it is not necessary. We must apply ourselves with energy and vigor to implementing our national priorities within available resources, and this necessitates creative thinking. COCTA, for instance, is looking at what we can do to align the DDM, that is the district development model, with existing initiatives, particularly as this relates to the creation of employment opportunities. Now, proposals include accelerating the implementation of existing training programs, such as the National Rural Youth Service Corps, NARISEC, redesigning the community work programs. If new projects are to be implemented, let us ensure there is community consultation so that everybody is on board. Most importantly, the success of this new model depends on it. Let us ensure proper procurement processes are followed and that we work within the budget that has been approved. Yes, we can work faster, we can work better, and I think we can even work smarter. So the district development model will also play an invaluable role in improving governance at municipal level. And we will be able to outline how we envisage this to happen. I believe that with the active participation of all of us, this is when the whole of government then addresses the challenges that we face. And it is for us, therefore, important that the PCC, as now restructured, can focus on what needs to be done, particularly as we now want national government, provincial government, and local government at district and local level to work together in a seamless way, where the silo mentality is taken out of the mix and all that should be happening is more integrated type of engagement, where, for instance, we get to know at a national, provincial, and local and district level exactly how the projects that we have embarked upon are functioning. In talking about the district development model, I forever talk about what the DP told me when he was Premier, that one day he sits in his office and gets to hear that a minister from national office is somewhere in another town near his office and is launching a 250 million rand project which the DP did not know about. That just showed the DP does not need to ask. The Premier does not need to ask. The Premier should be joined at the hip with what we do at national level. So this is where the district development model then comes into its own. And I'm delighted that we are all here today to ensure that we give life to the district development model. As it mutates, as it spreads, it then begins to make all our work programs easier, with every department from national level being intricately linked with everything that happens at the local government level. Colleagues, with those words, I'd like to welcome you and thank you all for being here. And I'd like us to deliberate in a focused manner and get as many inputs as we can and find solutions to strengthen the way that government functions. We have always been saying that we need to strengthen the capability of the state, and this is a clear way of strengthening the capability of the state, which has become dysfunctional in a number of areas, but we now have a great opportunity to do what the National Development Plan envisaged about a more capable state, a state that is much more attuned to the needs of our people. With those words, I thank you for being here, and I'd like to say that the meeting is now open, and we will ask the colleagues at the end there to then leave us in peace. Thank you very much.
A full room there, State President Cyril Ramaphosa having a meeting with mayors from districts in South Africa. As you know, we have 44 municipal districts and 8 metropolitan districts talking about that big touted program that South Africa is currently implementing, the district development model that has been already piloted in 3 municipalities, including the OR Tambo District Municipality and the eThekwini Metro. We'll continue to have a conversation about that meeting.